Right, everybody, it's your main man, Anthony Brogdon. I'm gonna go real fast in this regard. You at Strong Inspirations, where we give it to you straight, no chaser. I got a gentleman on the channel that I am extremely impressed with. I don't know anybody who is committed as he is. He spends his summers, his weekends, all the time on the road for the most part, sleeping in slave cabins and knowing Black history and teaching Black history. And he is even a Civil War reenactment actor. You know, he all that. I thank you for coming on the Strong Inspiration Show. Strong, that's who you are. Strength, tenacity, resilience, and a sense of oneness, nobility, and grace. And introduce yourself behind that.
Yes, my name is Joseph McGill. I'm the founder of the Slave Dwelling Project. I'm also History and Culture Coordinator at Magnolia Plantation and Gardens. Yeah, Slave Dwelling Project. Yeah, I'm right now. Yeah, go ahead.
You love Black history.
Love it, love it, love it. I have to, man. I do it for the ancestors. Yeah, I love Black history. Love my Black ancestors.
And so what you do is, and what you're doing right now is you at a cabin, a slave dwelling. Tell us about it. Let's get, go ahead, take the floor.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, I'm in New London, Connecticut. And a lot of people, when they think about slavery, they don't think about northern states. So I find slave dwellings wherever they are in these United States, and I spend nights in them. Now, I do this because I want to bring attention to the fact that our enslaved ancestors at these sites, their stories need to be told also. One can come to a site like this, 10, 20 years ago, and you'd very seldom hear about our enslaved ancestors. You hear about the magnificence of the house, the architectural significance of it, the people who lived inside those walls of those nice, beautiful mansions and big houses. You'll hear about the place settings, but you very seldom hear about the people whose labor was stolen, the people who actually physically built the house.
Okay, let me stop you right there. Yeah. Who are the people at the house that live there? Who are the enslaved where you're at? Let's go right to
this gentleman name was Adam, that we have the research on, that we know that spent time in the space that I'm going to be sleeping in tonight. His name was Adam. There's a book out about him. Okay. Adam, Hempstead houses. The Hempsteads were the ones who built this house. They're the ones who owned Adam. But we know more about the Hempstead, and we know enough about Adam that the fact that they're telling his story.
Okay, so let me stop you right there. So what you're saying is you're at the house that the white people lived in and the white people owned, and the slaves slept upstairs.
Yeah, so I'm in what they call the garret, Garret, where Adam would have been sleeping while he was enslaved by the Hempsteads. Yeah.
What did the Hempsteads do? Were they farmers or?
Yeah. Don't know that exactly. Don't know the details of all that. I just know that they were wealthy enough to enslave Adam, and this is where this is where he stayed, which was pretty typical of a lot of slave ownership in the North. Slavery ended in Connecticut in 1848. Okay. A lot of the slavery in these northern states was a lot more intimate in the sense that I'm in the attic right now where Adam stayed.
Yeah,
a lot of plantations, of course, they have outbuildings, they have places where the field hands stayed.
Right.
If the enslaved people stayed near the big house or worked in the big house, they were still in their own separate cabins.
Right.
Near the big house.
Right. I got you. So he's upstairs.
So this is the case. Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
This is a case where.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me ask you this: How do you get to the attic? It's a back door. Does he come in the house, or does he just walk in the house, then go up through that door, the stairs to the attic?
Yeah, there's a back door. There is a back door, as opposed to the front where the owners and all of them would come in. There's usually always a second set of stairs.
Okay.
for the purpose of access to the upstairs. Now, but that's not the case everywhere. For to have access to where I am, you'll have to come up by this one staircase that gives access to all upper levels of the house.
Okay.
And there was a period in history where all that you would have to all do it by one staircase. But as
Oh,
people, acquired more money and started building new additions of homes, there's usually
yeah.
a separation of those two
So he
stories.
interacted with them a whole lot. I mean, he could be up in his room sleeping and snoring, and they would hear him and everything else.
And vice versa. Yeah, he could hear all their business too, and just as they can
Exactly.
hear all his.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up there? What? I mean, where did he eat and on all that kind of stuff? Show
Yeah.
us what you
Well,
can.
chances are he probably ate the same thing as the enslavers ate. Quite possibly. Now, there could have been this case where could have been, he could have had his own thing, doing his own thing. There's no fireplace up here. There's no
Okay.
place for to cook a meal up here.
Okay.
So there's a good chance that he's getting the leftovers, or they're cooking a portion for him that he could eat too. So there's a
Okay.
chance that he was pretty healthy in that sense.
Okay. Let me ask you this: is there upstairs? Do you have any idea? Is there a marking that says this is where his bed was?
No, a lot of that is speculation on the part of the museum, the
Yeah.
Connecticut Landmarks
Yeah.
that owns the building.
Yeah.
A lot of that is speculation. We just know that in the attic, you know,
Yes. Is
in the
there a
garret,
marking on the
as it's
walls
called.
that he might have made?
No, that would indicate that he was educated. That was illegal.
Oh, really? So is there a trap door or something like that that he hid anything?
No, no, just the stairs. And if I could walk around, I'm afraid to walk around because we may lose the feed. Now I can make an attempt to,
Okay, I
but
tell you what, that's gonna be our
if you want to
last.
take that chance, yeah,
That's gonna close us out. You walking around.
yeah,
Okay, how about this? Is there do how many people slept up there? Just him?
just him. That's all we have record of.
Okay,
Just Adam.
just Adam. Okay, let me ask you this: what is there an idea of what he did? Was he like the butler and that kind of
He was
person?
he was more like a farmer, if you will.
Okay,
He grew the vegetables. He kind of helped them get those provisions that they needed. And he was probably rented out for that purpose. Now, I say probably, I just take that.
yeah.
But he was more that person who would ensure that their gardens were tended, if they needed
Okay.
to acquire food, if they need to run errands.
Okay.
He was that kind of
Okay.
person.
Yeah. Okay. Is there an idea of how long he lived?
There is. I'm not just not armed with that information.
Okay. But how long is what happened to the building? What is the building? It's a museum now, or what is it?
It,
Tell us
it
what the
is.
place.
It is a museum. It is a museum owned by the Connecticut Landmarks, and it's open to visitors. That you can come and view the building. You can come and hear the stories of the people who inhabited these spaces. Actually, it's two buildings. It's called the Hempstead Houses. There's this one building right here, and there's another building that this was a wooden building. It's a wooden frame made of wood. There's another building made of stone, quarried granite, that where they did the cooking. That would have been
Okay.
the kitchen for the
Oh,
building.
okay. So
And
they
there's a
were
chance that maybe, and there's a chance that Adam may have been doing the cooking also.
okay. Is there anything like a certain smell up there? Is it I know they did what they did to it, the place, but is it a smell? Is there something about it in terms of the color? Uh
No,
anything
no,
like that?
there's no smell. I don't smell any bat guano, which is good. But no, I don't smell anything out of the ordinary, no more than
Okay,
what
okay.
a
Let me
regular
ask you
attic
this.
would smell like.
Yeah,
Not that I spend a lot of time in attics.
yeah,
I
right,
don't.
right, right. So nothing. Okay, what's the roof like? Is the roof just wood and rain? If it rained real hard, would come down on him?
Oh no, they got to feel sealed tight. That's the craftsmanship of our enslaved ancestors. You know,
Okay.
they weren't the architects, but they built them. And I just flipped the camera
Yeah, I
kind of
see it. I
upside
love
down
it.
so you can kind of get some
Yeah,
indication of how
yeah.
that looks.
Okay, so let's do this. Before you go, tell us, give us the website for your organization and how people can support you and find out more.
Yeah, www.slavedwellingproject.org. And when you go into that website, slavedwellingproject.org, you can see where I'm going next. You can join us at some of these places. You can sleep in these places with me if you want. But just know that if you sign up to sleep in one of these places with me, you're going to have to go through these intense conversations we do first. Because earlier, we were sitting around a campfire. We were having some conversations, man. We talk about anti-CRT, and all kinds of stuff, man. We had a nice diverse audience, allowed just as many. I think we had a little more black folks than we had white, but it was a diverse audience. And we were talking about some things. We were talking about some racism, man. We talking about white
Oh, I
privilege
love
and
it. So what you do is
white
when you do these,
supremacy.
when you do these sleeping at cabins, you have a crowd come out to hear you discuss what happened, right?
Yeah, yeah. Not only I just kind of guide the conversation. I
I
just make
got you. I
sure
love
that
it.
if the conversation is not going the way it should, we want to talk about those things that people don't usually talk about with folks who don't look like them. We make
Yeah,
sure that those things enter the conversation. White
yeah,
supremacy and Confederate monuments and historical trauma, the
yeah,
death of George Floyd. We
yeah.
talk, man. We it's intense.
Oh, and y'all did this over a campfire?
Yeah, man, it was,
Oh, that's
yeah,
got
it was
atmosphere,
deep.
man.
We really got into it tonight. Not in the sense that nobody was mad and swinging on each other.
Yeah, I got
Never
you.
got to that. Well,
I
came
got you.
close tonight,
Let me
but
ask you
not
two more.
tonight. I've
Let me
been
ask,
I've been in. Yeah,
let
yeah.
me
Go
ask two
ahead.
more questions. Where did you eat at? Where did you have dinner?
Pizza. I just
Okay,
between Facebook Live and talking to you, I went downstairs and had some pizza.
okay. And where is he gonna use the bathroom? Where do you use the bathroom? Downstairs?
Uh, yeah, there's a bathroom, functional bathroom, modern
Yeah,
bathroom
yeah,
downstairs. Yeah.
yeah.
But
But
now,
wait,
of course, historically, it would have been a chamber pot.
okay. All right. So we got your website. Can you take us on a walk through the place?
Yeah, we could try that. Hopefully, we won't get
Yeah, yeah. And if we do, well,
cut off.
I'm done.
I'm gonna switch the camera here.
Yeah.
All right, so let me pan around. Let me stand up first of all, and I'm gonna pan around slowly. You can see that this see that window there.
Yeah.
When I first came up, that window was closed. It was a little stuffy up here, so we got the window cracked right now.
Yeah.
So let me pan around slowly here. So you see that right there?
Yeah.
That's how we interpret where he would have slept. Now we don't know that for sure, but our guesstimation is that he possibly could have been sleeping right there in that spot. So you see kind of the roof of it. You can see some supplies.
Yeah.
Some supplies there.
Yeah. So it's just a big open room for the most part. That's what it is.
For the most part, yeah. So
Yeah.
let me walk to the other side.
Yeah. It's
So we
still working
walk and hopefully
good.
don't lose this.
Yeah, because they narrow the stairs.
So
The stairs
I'm
are
gonna go on
narrow.
down these stairs.
Yeah, I don't. The stairs. It's stopped. The image stopped.
Try
Yeah,
to.
that might be it. But
I'm just thinking. I think we need to go ahead and say goodbye.
yeah, right. I agree. I agree. That's good. I got it all. Oh, those are stairs. Those are stairs.
Okay.
Those are
And if
stairs.
I try to move, we're gonna lose
No,
the
that's
feed
fine. But I
again.
can see them. I can see them. So it's all wood and brick.
Yeah.
And that's the place. And the only lights he could have used.
Candles. Yeah.
Candles. Yeah.
You are correct.
That's deep. So what time you gonna go to sleep? What time do you think you're gonna try to fall off?
Maybe within the next maybe 30 minutes or so.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, hey, sleep well, brother. Thank you for doing this.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Joseph. All right, man.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis. You're welcome.
Thank you. Hey,
All right.
everybody, that's what I do with Strong Inspirations. Hit the subscribe button to the channel. New videos are coming up weekly. Hit the like button, because I know you like this one. You ain't never been in the slave cabin. I know I haven't, and I tried. Ain't no question. It wouldn't spook me. They got rid of the boogeyman, all that. And so to Joseph, I say to you with all sincerity, I want you to stay strong, stay safe, stay on your grind. I love what you're doing. That's beautiful. You got memories. All right, my friend. Thanks.